Welcome back, everyone, to Final Fantasy XIV. I've been inspired and not that I'm not, wanting to do this series, but just in general. And it's funny. It is related to this game a little bit. It's all thanks to Jesse Cox, who loves Final Fantasy XIV. Little Jay is, just adorable. He is my spirit animal. And I don't watch a lot of his videos, but I fully respect and idolize his methodology, his community building, his willingness to make fun of the content creation norms that I despise. And he recently put out a reel that was he was making a joke about if he had the content creator hype with all the flashy subtitles and stuff like that. And it warmed my heart and just made me more excited to record today. I'm actually recording sooner than I normally do in the week, but that's a whole other story. Quick thing before we get to the actual episode, I want to let you know, it's time for us to take this up a notch, this series. I've realized I can't just keep dragging on with all of these MMOs to the very end. We need to start being very overly critical of these games and start narrowing them down to a more focused point. And so I say that to say this: there may be MMOs starting to drop off faster. Games that I enjoy, I'll be honest, ESO, I am really enjoying, but it doesn't feel like an MMO in the slightest. It just doesn't. I know the MMO is there, but the game isn't giving it to me in any way, shape, or form. And I don't even know that it's there to seek out. I don't even know how to seek it out. Now, granted, I haven't looked a ton, but if there are dungeons to do, the game hasn't told me about them yet. I don't know if it's only max level doing dungeon type things. I just don't know. There may be PvP. I genuinely don't know. And I'm not going to go look it up on Google, because that's not very casual of me, nor do I want to do those things. That's the thing. If the game was hey, here, we're going to help you do this as a casual player, we're going to make it easy for you, that's different. But if it's there and I have to seek it out and then find a group of randos that's not me. That's not what a casual player would want to do. So we're going to start narrowing down these games. We're going to start working toward bringing in the other games on the list. The two next ones should be Albion Online and Star Trek Online. Do I expect Star Trek Online to do well in this series? Absolutely not. But I want to give it a chance. And I like Star Trek. So I've always wanted to play it, and I use this channel as an excuse to play games I've always wanted to play. And as an encouragement to actually play them. Because otherwise I just fall back and play the same things over and over again, like I do with television shows. So we're going to work toward the next stage of this series, which will be having 3, maybe 4 games that we're playing longer or more frequently throughout the week. So 3 games 2 times a week each. And so we're progressing the better games more and getting more data on those games. So that's the goal that we're going to reach toward next. I don't know when that's going to happen. I don't want this series to end super soon. We've still got a good few months of it left, minimum, bare minimum. So let's dive back in to Final Fantasy, World of Eorzea. We are still in, where are we now? What's this place called? This place is called Morabi Dry Docks, and we need to talk to Otberm. Victory Foreman Otberm is considering recommending you for an important job involving dry dock security. Filthy casual. While I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Naldik and Vimblibla. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I don't trust you. Gimthada, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes the pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Lominsa endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Over there? We're going over there? That it? I love that. I love that. Just a point. Just a point. Speak with Gimthada. So let's take a look at what all we actually have. There are some quests out here to be done. We're just going to leave them there until we probably head that direction. So Gimthada is the closest. There we go. There's the Gimthada. Ah, yes, I had a feeling you would be the one Atburm sent. Since you just arrived at the Morabi dry docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simple protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That, and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well, then. I assume Otberm informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates will... Yep. I gotta go help spy on some pirates. Yar. Speak with Knago. Alright, just further up ahead. Alright, filthy casual. Haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Knago. Tonight, I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a wager going with some of the other guards on whom Otberm would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, you're too kind. And also, I'm realizing it may not be Knago, it might be Knonfo? Because English is funny like that. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. But I don't think the cat who typed out that name was really thinking about that. Yes. The job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nimia, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. Alright, so we are now headed to... Oh, down here. Got it. Okay, so to the left. Oh, there we go. I was like, it says it's down, but I didn't see how it was going down. Okay, there's the stone. Ooh, it's dark. I need to turn up my brightness on my monitor. There we go. Disreputable pirate. I'm giving you the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arse back down to whatever rock it is ye called out from under. You see, eyes added up to me years with your type, roaming the hills like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum. What? Okay, no, I gotta look up and see. Is that a word? Or is that supposed to be really bad pirate speak, which we all know Final Fantasy is ripe with? Seeing as Google is wanting to change it to cannabis, I don't think so. No, it is a location it's a village in Italy. So I'm guessing that's supposed to be cannot. Oh, but like, okay, I am gonna venture to guess this was a bad translator using a thesaurus saying, what's some old words for not or no? And they found nay. So cannot became can nay. All right. 7 L's if I know. I'm a bloody pirate. Balls. Once we have me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one'll remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags. We's knives to sharpen. Are you talking about stabbing me? No. Okay, you're literally going to go sharpen your knives. I cannae believe how he talked to me. I cannae believe that he just walked away from me. All right, let's go report back to Grim Thoughta. Oh, I saw somebody's Moogle. Oh, and in case you're wondering, go back to the whole, like, you know, we're fine-tuning, getting more critical of the games. What does that mean for Final Fantasy XIV? I don't know. I don't know. Because part of the problem is I feel like... you know what that means for Final Fantasy XIV? It may mean I have to start playing it in a more casual way, which means reading less of the dialogue. Because if I'm going to be honest, if I were playing this game without recording, I would be reading a quarter or less of the dialogue that I'm reading for the videos. But I feel like for the videos, I need to read more. So I need to do a better job maybe of just summing up the dialogue and speeding through it, because I enjoy the progression of understanding enough of the story. I don't need all the flavor. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. But what is that talk of my getting my boy back? Could it be that their target never was the victory? Maybe something is not right, and I won't sit idly by. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Yes, thank you. Ooh, I get to choose. Oh, I forgot there's no comparison in this, but it's an axe, right? Does it not say what it is? I guess I've just never noticed that, but it looks like an axe. Oh boy! Oh boy! Wait, I learned to Control I. Yes! Control I. I remembered. Thank you, commenter. Yes. New axe. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's pretty. She's got nice detailing. Oh, look at that. Let me mark down that we got some loot. Yar. I love me loot. And and thank you. I got a comment celebrating with me that I got away from the oven mitts. I am so happy to be past that. That's one thing I need out of Final Fantasy XIV for me to really enjoy it, is I need better looking armor options. Grim Thoughta, captain of the watch at the Morabi dry box, wishes you aid in dealing with potential intruders. Okay. I'm concerned, filthy casual. It appears that the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. Okay, so we've got to go protect. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion. Without your capable assistance, I fear... not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. Got it. That's a much more interesting and intriguing way to get through the story, in my opinion, when I'm just not... I just can't be bothered to read everything. Does this get me through? I think it does. Haha, yes. And then up this way. Am I even staying in town? No, I'm going just outside of town. Okay, I see where I'm going. And I am also loving that I am hearing from lots of commenters and you know, members of my community who are trying new MMOs. Falcon, my Guild Wars 2 senpai, is already at level 50 in Final Fantasy XIV and loving it. That makes me happy. I have comments from you guys telling me that you are trying different MMOs and learning what you want out of an MMO, just like I am. And I'm so happy that I'm inspiring that, because you know what it's going to lead to? You know what that's going to lead to? I'm going to use this epic music to back me up. You know what that's going to lead to? That's going to lead to a better, less toxic MMO community. The more we play more MMOs, the better we become as players. Just saying. And also the more we appreciate the games we love the most. Gimthada sent you to follow up on my report. Well, it was not too long ago that I saw some unsavory sort slinking along the top. Okay. Okay, get me out of this. Music loud. Get me out of this. Thank you. Oh, wait, where am I going? Oh, up here to this section. Got it. Oh, stuck. There we go. Nope, back in another fate. Nope, get me out. I'm just gonna fight these guys up here. How about that? I do think, and I've heard this from a comment or two, I believe, I do think Marauder isn't necessarily the most interesting class to play. We're going to stick with it, though, for the sake of Filthy Casual Kyle. But I am looking forward to getting a new class. And I remember from my earlier playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV years ago, I remember it pushing me to a second class, like to learn how to do a second class by this point. And maybe it has and I've just missed it. But I just found that interesting that it hasn't pushed me to like learn how to do a second class. Oh, a shifty-eyed sailor. Bah! Spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Can I just go down here? Have we discovered, can I go down here? No. But yeah, part of me feels like the most not casual thing about this game, and this is 100% a subjective thing. The most uncasual thing about this game for me is the amount of reading. That's all it is. The amount of reading is the most uncasual thing about this game. But if you enjoy reading, go for it. It's all you. This is great. All right, duty calls, commence battle for victory Peril. Yes. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were right. You were the right adventurer to ask. What's to happen is already happening. I love it. But who? But what could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. I love how we've translated it to the proper words. Captain, trouble at the shipyard. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates? I thought it said pants. I thought he was blaming pants. No, he's panting. Pirates out of nowhere. Gods below. We are not prepared for this. The pirate soldier. How many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Filthy Casual, you heard the situation? Yep, let's stop talking so we can get over there. I'm assuming... Oh, they're right here. I was thinking I had to go like all the way to the dry docks. But this is clearly the correct direction. Silent Lackey. I like how there's like people like injured and in trouble. Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy people, but their plan worked like a charm. Da! What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me, treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limlayon's wide green ocean made you take up these self-righteous... Took me a second to read that word because of like the extra characters at the end. You're the one with no bloody sense, Dad. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. You're no son of mine. I wondered why Otberm never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. That ship's a symbol, all right, of everything what went wrong with the world. And I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. I do like that change. I like that change. 100. Gimthada, filthy casual, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. 2 arms, filthy casual says. It's interesting that there's dialogue going on during this. This is cool. It's different. Taken quite a few hits. Granted, I lost some of my party to those guys, but... almost there. Got him. Oh, we got some over here shooting at us. I love how the harp melody comes back in this music. Like that's something I don't know that I've ever heard in a Final Fantasy game where that comes back so frequently. And it's done so well. I must be getting old, letting some green venturer get the best of me. Duh. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? Aw. Aw. You have entered a sanctuary. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like teleporting me somewhere. My thanks, Filthy Casual. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I'd best get sorting out the docks, and my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Gimthada. Alright, now we need to go talk to Gimthada. Or by our previously mentioned logic, same problem. Fimthada. How fare you, Filthy Casual? I cannot begin to thank you. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa Laminsa. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement. Otberm apologizes. Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's decisions, or father's actions. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way to move past is anguish. His anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. By the by, the pirates were defeated. The pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Raynor's men will be taken over to the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask for you another favor. Yep, of course, always. There's always going to be more quests to do. And we got to level up. Gimthada wishes to entrust you with an important task. In light of your role in recent events, there are a few others whom I would entrust this task. Since we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory. The missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Limsa Laminsa deems worthy, in cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Baderon and his convenient connections. Oh, great, Baderon, yay! Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the... Okay. Future Kyle is not going to be happy with current Kyle because Baderon is going to be future Kyle's problem, not this Kyle's problem. Who's got two thumbs and doesn't want to go talk to Baderon right now? This guy. Anyways, that'll do it for this week with Final Fantasy XIV. We will see you all tomorrow back in Guild Wars 2 as we continue the story. We're finally at level 30 in Guild Wars 2, ready to continue the personal story, so I'm excited about that. We will see you guys tomorrow. Adios. Goodbye.